This podcast was made with a virtual voice. Today, let's board my imaginary boat heading towards a central character in Rouen, the Seine. But why does this 774-kilometer-long river have this name? The word Seine comes from Sequana. But what is Sequana? Well, the Seine is named after a Gallic goddess, Sequana. The goddess of the Seine was born from Gallic mythology, notably from the idea that certain water sources, particularly abundant or of remarkable appearance, shelter an entity of a spiritual nature, that is to say, a protective divinity. This divinity, Sequana, therefore owes its existence only to itself. It is generated only by its own nature. Sequana resides at the sources of the Seine, within the commune of Sources-Seine in Burgundy. How do we know? Quite simply because following archaeological excavations, we were able to find a temple erected in his name by the Gauls, a temple unfortunately in ruins today. In the eyes of the Gauls, Sequana was of major importance because they attributed to it the power of healing and the power to grant wishes. There you go, now you know the origin of the name of the Seine, but a little additional anecdote. Did you know that the Seine should in fact be called the Yonne? Yes, if we take hydrographic rules into account, when two rivers meet, the largest in flow retains its name. And in the small village of Montereau-Fault-Yonne, where the Yonne and the Seine meet, the Yonne is, in fact, the most voluminous river. But history preferred Séquana, and the Seine remained the Seine. Hey, are you still here? If so, it's because you like listening to my unusual stories about Rouen. I invite you to like my podcasts if you enjoy them, and if you too know an unusual story about Rouen that you would like to share, indicate it in the comments, and maybe I will make a podcast about it. Thank you, and see you soon for the next podcast.